Okay, welcome back to another recap video. Today is day 2 of trading futures for the first time ever. And I had a great day again. Really, really great day. I'm loving using Top Steps platform. Really, really enjoying it so far. Let's jump into the charts to make this video a quick video. I took a screenshot here so that all of this stuff doesn't pop up as I'm pointing here. So pre-market open, I laid out some key levels here, okay? Just previous day highs and lows, and then today's highs and lows, all right? We had a little bit of a consolidatory market open for New York session here. We had some data that we were waiting for. We pushed up into this area of imbalance here, or fair value gap that was left behind on a 15-minute chart from previous sessions today. Peaked in here, would have been a really nice trade to take out of here, but we had huge data coming out today, so I didn't want to be stuck in a trade when that data released, because who knows where the market's going to go based on that data, right? We did end up continuing to push down a little bit of, I don't want to call it consolidation, but choppy price action on the way down to our key level of the low of the day set in previous sessions here. This particular trade here would have been the trade of the day, and I didn't take it. But that's okay, because we're here to learn. And so this is why we do these recaps, so that we can go back and look at the price action and see what we missed, okay? We reached a key level here. Now, if we go back, actually, let me just let me go to the live session here. Let me open the 15-minute. Okay, low of the day here. So if we look back at the last time we hit this today, okay, we had a very, very strong push up to the upside, which made higher highs and higher highs before New York session open. New York session open, and we pushed right back down to these levels here. Okay, so we come back here. Once we hit these levels, it's not like we got a strong push past it, okay? Decent push past, but an equal push right back above it, followed by a very strong bullish candle, okay? This next candle here, where we retest these highs here, would have been the entry, honestly. For me, I think this would have been the perfect entry here. Your stop loss would have been below your low of the day, okay, or below your wick here, whichever you chose. And then you get your move right off of the lows of the day. And then we continue to make higher highs all day long. What a beautiful setup here. Beautiful, beautiful setup. Missed opportunity here. Not a big deal. You learn. We sear it in our brains, and we remember for next time. The reason why this would have been a really nice trade to take, okay, I've seen this candle structure before many, many times. And what makes it really good is where it's happening, okay? This candle structure is happening on a demand zone, right? On lows of the day, okay? Which we are obviously bouncing off of. Now, when you take trades like this, obviously it doesn't mean it has to go your way, but the chances of it continuing in the upside direction are better than not, right? So that makes it a decent trade. And even if we got in here with your stop loss below the wick here to be safe, you're just targeting previous highs of the day, right? So you're targeting back up here. This is still a really nice, at least 3-to-1 trade here. Beautiful. It's a beautiful trade here. Even if you missed this entry here, you could have waited for the retest, which it did, okay, and then closed bullish. You could have made a trade here, stop loss here. This would have been an even tighter stop loss and would have made your gains that much more. Really nice setup here. Obviously, ultimately, we didn't take this. That's okay. We were patient. Price consolidated a little bit here. You can see how we're making a little flag here. Okay, finally price broke out, and when we broke out pretty big. We moved to the upside. We moved to previous highs very quickly from that point forward. Um, Again, didn't take any of this here. This I'm not comfortable with. I've never really traded off of, any structure like this before. So we're just watching, okay? Plus, this structure I've seen many times, and it looked like we're getting set up for range trading, right? So taking trades within this range here, for me, is not something I like to do because this particular market can switch directions on a dime, right? So for me, there really isn't it's like a 50-50. It's 50-50 in what direction it's going to go. I don't really like those odds. So for me, I wanted to see a break of high or a break of low, breaking out of the range essentially, to be able to plan for trades from there. Okay, so we did break previous highs, consolidated a little bit, and continue to move up. We had this very strong momentum. We didn't really get any pullbacks to be able to look for positions to get in, which was okay. Waited for the market to slow down. This was our first sign of, maybe slow down here. We pushed back up. We squeaked past the previous highs, and ultimately we ended up pushing back down. I took a little scalp trade here where, we did push past these lows here. We wicked past them, okay? Had a little build in sell volume here. I saw that we had this little pullback here, okay, which kind of met these lows back here. We didn't push past it. And that's where I bought in, or sold in, I should say, right? Took one contract because I knew that this was a risky trade. I was looking for a quick scalp here. The plan was to get in and to get out with this trade because of how bullish we were throughout the day. But I was looking for a pullback down into these level down here, where we were getting a lot of previous support. This is what I was looking for actually to be able to get back into a long position, but I wanted to take a little scalp position down to this just to to gain something. Very small position, one contract, super tight stop loss. I risked $90 on this. Okay. So we got in right at the close of this candle here, set a stop loss, very, very tight. Traded ended up moving in a good direction. My original take profit was down here. Once price moved here, I saw that we were starting to get some support here with these wicks here. Started to get ready to close the position actually. Once we got this candle here, okay, I was actually looking to close if the following candle didn't push past these wicks here. It did push past the wicks with a pretty decent move, okay? I immediately moved my stop loss to above that candle. That's where I wanted to get out. If this candle was going to change to bullish, I wanted out because I knew at that point we were building another support zone here, okay? So we did push down a little bit. Ultimately, we couldn't push past this area, and this following candle came up and took me out right above this Doge candle here. Okay, this is where I had the stop loss set. This is still a 4-to-1 trade. Still made a beautiful 4-to-1 trade. Tiny, tiny position. It only yielded $352, but I risked $90. Beautiful, to me, beautiful scalp trade. Beautiful scalp trade. I knew we were going to continue back up to the upside, and I was okay with that. So I actually thought about getting back in. Let me get back to the 1 minute here. Once we had this pullback here, actually, no, here's where it took me out. I actually thought about getting back in to continue up to the upside. But then I said to myself, you know what? I made a good trade today. It was a beautiful trade. I waited all day. How much more upside do we have after this huge move to the upside? Who knows? So why am I going to risk what I already got today? And so I said, well, I'm all done. I'm all done. I give myself a pat on the back for that decision right there. I made a trade. It was a beautiful trade. It was executed really, really well. I didn't just close the position. I trailed my stop loss down um, to appropriate levels. That way, if it was going to run, we'll let it run. If it didn't, I'm making a 4-to-1 profit, and it was great. So that was it. That was my trade for the day. Tiny, tiny little trade, but a great trade ultimately. I think that was a fantastic trade. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about this particular trade here. Let me know if it was something that you might have taken, or if you guys think that that was the dumbest trade ever to take. I don't care what your opinion is, but I would love to hear your opinion. So in the comments down below, let me know what you think about this little scalp trade here. And also let me know what your opinion is on this trade that we missed down here earlier in the day. All right. So hit me up in the comments down below for that. That's my trade for the day. I'm happy with it. So far, we're doing really, really well. Trading futures using this new platform and Top Step. I'm loving it. Feels really good. We're going to keep going. We'll see you guys tomorrow in our live session. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I go live every single morning to trade my accounts in front of everybody. Okay. No gimmicks, no cuts, none of this. It's live, it's raw, and it's here for you guys to see my journey, which is somebody who knows, coming from nothing to trying to become funded, profitable, and then moving into a full-time day trader. And don't forget to join my free Discord. Link for that is in the description as well. And I will see you guys all tomorrow morning back in the live session. Hit me up in those comments. Have a good day.